So I grabbed it, I rushed to the bathroom. Sorry, can I get a cup?
They're small cups.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. That's the thing with airport security is you're allowed to bring live animals through. I've done it before with my fish. As long as there's something living in the water, they know that there's nothing wrong with the water. So we've done this tons of times. They just check it really quick. It's like a pH swab. My younger brother was actually the one who noticed it first. I was sleeping, as I usually do on flights. He had no idea what was going on. When I saw the water in the container was dark, I immediately knew that it had inked. So I grabbed it, I rushed to the bathroom, which was like a few rows behind us. Now there was a lady in line in front of me, and this is one of the most embarrassing things I've had to do in my life. And I can't imagine how crazy I sounded, but blurted out, "My octopus just inked. Can I go?" She was like,
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people on the flight sort of knew we had the octopus because they had either seen it when we were waiting to get on or when we were boarding. But obviously, I was trying to keep super calm because I didn't want any of the flight attendants to find out. I go into the bathroom to dump the water out. The water in the container is so black that you can't even see the octopus in there. And I knew I had to get him out of that water as soon as possible because when an octopus inks, it's a self-defense mechanism. But if an octopus doesn't escape its own ink quickly enough, it can actually kill the octopus itself. This was exactly why I wanted to bring it on the plane with me, so that in case that happened, I would be ready to help it. So I reached in there, I pulled it out, and I put it on the counter so that I could deal with the water, but then he immediately started moving. I couldn't handle everything that was going on at once. I still needed to rinse out both containers, so I called for my younger brother Yanni to come help me. At this point, my cameraman Austin decided to start recording, so we go back to the bathroom. The flight attendant now is there around the corner. Now we have to explain to the flight attendant why both of us are going in there. Sorry, can I get a cup?
They're small cups.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. We were trying to corral this octopus into the cup because we didn't really want to like manhandle it or hurt it. And also I was scared that it would bite me if I picked it up. So that's why we were trying to use a cup, but it would not go in there on its own. As soon as I saw it heading back towards the sink, I had no choice but to grab it with my hand. If it had gotten to the sink, who knows what would have happened. It could have squeezed through the drain and that would have been the end of the octopus. Octopuses can pretty much squeeze through any hole that is bigger than the size of its beak. You heard that right. We used the cup so that we could hide him from the airline staff. I didn't want anyone to see me carrying this octopus out of the bathroom. So we took him back to our seats and put him into the now empty container. We were really lucky because the flight was landing in 15 minutes. Now Orlando to Chicago isn't a very long flight anyways. Wouldn't have been too worried because something that a lot of people don't realize is that octopuses can spend significant amounts of time out of water. Typically they do this in the wild when they're moving from tide pool to tide pool, and you'll notice that they are quite fast on land. So as the flight's landing, I'm texting my mom frantically. I know you're not supposed to do that, but like, this was kind of an emergency. So I texted my mom, bring salt water from one of my tanks. The octopus inked, come now. She goes, no, you didn't call me to let me know. Now dinner is ready. Classic mom. After a few more texts, she realized that I was being serious. We rushed out of the airport. She met us with a few gallons of the salt water I told her to bring. Put the octopus in that water. We took it home as quickly as we could. He's already stressed out to the max, so we're honestly just gonna let him swim out on his own. He's got tons of rock in there, so plenty of hiding spaces for whenever he's ready to leave his container. I'm gonna give you guys an update on how my octopus is doing now. Finally, this is like the exciting part. For the last 2 weeks, my octopus has been doing very well. I've been surprised.